What's up, Internet? Today we have another POV cage upgrade. This is a new addition that we actually got a little while ago. It's a female albino Japanese rat snake. So hopefully she'll be paired up with our, well, supposedly it's a male, but probable male Japanese rat snake, and he might be het albino, so we'll happen to see. Sorry there's a bit of a glare shooting this POV by myself. That's kind of happens, but COVID, all that fun time off and all that other jazz. So doing a lot of different stuff all at once. So you're probably going to get quite a few of these for a while, but we'll get started. So this is obviously the gecko tropical room. So Asian rat snakes, they like it a little bit cooler. So we're going to have the Japanese rat snake live in here with the male, with the rhino, and eventually other Asian rat snakes that we happen to pick up along the way. Quarantine snakes will be moved out entirely. They are still technically under quarantine, so once she is living here permanently, but there's no signs of mites or other diseases, so we're going to put her in a semi-permanent cage. This might still be a little small for her eventually, but we'll see. They are kind of slowish growers, not too bad when compared to, like Thai bamboo rats or something like that, but sorry, you see my reflection there in the background. But here we go. So this is I think it's actually a 20 tall tank. Now, I'm going to preface this with, this is the tropical room. So this is a room that is actually set up to maintain humidity and temps for these kind of cooler species. So normally this is an open air, mesh lid that we're going to have weights and locks on it. But if you're keeping this under normal circumstances in a house where it's pretty dry, depending on where you live, I would recommend doing something like foil tape over part of the thing, or a towel, or like a piece of plastic or something to cover up part of the thing to kind of keep humidity in. Because while they do need cooler temps, they also need higher humidity, something, in the 60 to 70% range, just like a ball python, just like a lot of other tropical species. So that's why I'm going to have this open air thing, and even then I'm going to put a weight on here too, which will help keep humidity in this tank, as well as the natural ambient about 58 to 72% humidity that is in here, depending on the time of the year and the time of the day. So that being said, let's get right into this actual cage. So here we just have, I'm doing a lot of limb trimming and stuff like that. So we have a couple different branches, little finger, a couple different branches in here. Let's see, can we do this? So yeah, just like that. Perfect. So we have some branches for them to climb on because they are fairly arboreal. You will find them cruising down in bushes and on the ground and digging through substrate a little bit. For the most part, they're fairly arboreal, up in trees and bushes and things like that, at least as far as what I have found research-wise, as well as a couple different actual viewers that have commented on the Japanese rat snake species spotlight video that we did. So in here, there's the water dish. Obviously, always got to have fresh water. The substrate is a mix of organic topsoil, eco earth, and cypress mulch. Back behind here, you couldn't really see it. This is going to act as essentially a hide. It's just one of those half logs that's just kind of propped up and sitting back there. There's some sphagnum moss tucked back there for extra humidity if she wants to dig down and get into there. Because my significant other is absolutely obsessed with fall and Halloween. When we sat and got a bunch of enrichment things, vines and fake little things like that, we got a bunch of holiday ones because the time of the year they were on sale, so we picked up a bunch. So you're gonna see a few that just have like a random gourd or a fake apple in there. There's this cool little fake, I don't actually know what type of plant this is supposed to be, completely honest with you. I'm really sorry about that, but just picked up. It's really, it has a really thick, firm, but flexible stem. So that'll be used as kind of a vine that she can sit there and kind of crawl out on. Plenty of other enrichment, plenty of other vines for her to climb into, as well as just a flipped over bowl that we cut, I guess you could say, but melted and turned into a hide with our soldering iron that you've seen in a couple of the other videos. I'm going to put that in there too, so it'll kind of take away a little bit of the naturalistic effect, but I want to give her multiple hides, and I don't have too many hides right now that are fairly naturalistic, but I have a bunch of Dollar Tree flipped over bowls, and so we'll put that in there. The good thing about that is that they're easy to clean. They're fairly disposable because it's a pack of 4 for $1, or a pack of 3 for $1. So that's fairly disposable, let's be honest, if something were to happen or if it gets really gross or something like that. But you can scrub them, you can throw them through the dishwasher. So without further ado, so she's just been in, honestly, this is a smaller tub than what I wanted to, but she got out of the tub that she was in for quarantine. So she got put in this for a couple days while I got this all nice and situated. But so she's under here. I'll just scoot this forward a little bit. Oh, hi, baby. There you are. So we'll grab her. So there she is. Nice little Japanese rat snake. Little bit, she doesn't like getting taken out all the time, but once she's up, you know, calming down, pretty easy. There she is. Hi, little girl. Hi, little girl. How are you? Gonna smile for the camera? Don't have a name for her yet. Don't have a name for the male either, but I love the colors on these Asian rat snakes. The Japanese rat snake, I think they're so underrated, in all honesty. Here, we'll put you in here. We'll put you in here. We're gonna get you in here, ready to go. I love the pattern. It absolutely blows my mind how cool they are. That it will hold through in the albino, in the regular ones, and even in the Kunashir Island ones that are that turquoise blue locality of Kunashir Island in Japan, the archipelago of Japan. So I think they're really cool, as well as I learned about another one called Patternless or Tiger, where they still have these kind of faint markings like these do. But here, we'll put the little hide in here for her. Hey, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going?
A few moments later.
And she did it again. She is a very quick little worm, so a little bit choppy on this one. Sorry, guys. But the lid is on here, and we're going to get the locks to put on here as well as weights, because as I pointed out before, she got out of a plastic locking tub before. Well, actually, she was in a rack. She got out of a rack, and so we put her in the plastic locking tub. So she's a bit of an escape artist. The male was not so much, but that's okay. Anyway, so here we go, a nice full little backup screen of it. This will be her fairly permanent home for a while because she's still a little tiny escapee albino noodle right now, but that's perfectly fine. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, maybe gave you an idea how to set up one of yours. Once again, to preface that, this open screen lid is not something I'm super on board with under most circumstances, but I've literally made this room to be perfect conditions for these kind of cooler weather reptiles that need the higher temps and don't need very high basking spots. In fact, most of these guys are pretty good, but I will add supplemental heat to some of them, like the tokay gecko, and for at least at the time of this video, the Timor monitor and chameleon. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Up there she is. I see her little face. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let's see, we'll flip that up really quick. There she is. Hit me up, jzreptiles@gmail.com. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, hope you're having a safe, happy, I guess it's before Christmas upon shooting this. I'd like to stack up a bunch right now. But, you know, whatever you're doing, whatever your ventures are taking on, whatever life's giving you right now, hope you're doing really well, making the best of it with what you can, what you can do. And stay tuned for more reptile and animal-themed videos. Questions, comments, ideas for further ones, let me know down in the comments. Hit me up, jzreptiles@gmail.com, Facebook, Instagram, all of that social media jazz, and we'll catch you next time.